Hey everyone, so today I'm going to quickly go through how to fix the issue where you try to do schedule backups to a local drive or an external drive and it simply doesn't work inside QuickBooks. All right, so I'll walk you through how to fix that issue. So here I'm going to open up a sample file that I've already created. Now, if you've gone through creating schedule backups, then you know that if you go to File and you go to Backup Company, and you can go to Create Local Backup. In here, if you go to Local Backup and you hit Next, and then here I say only schedule future backups and hit Next, then I can get to where my schedule backup is. All right, so I'm going to edit it to show you what's in there. So in here it says it's a daily backup. It says it's going to save the backup to my E drive inside a folder called Backup. All right, and then I scheduled it at 11 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then here you have to store the password that is associated with the account on this computer. So this would be like your Windows password that you have for this user. So I'm going to put the password in here so you can see that if you do this, and then if I hit OK, and then if I hit OK here, and hit Finish, it'll say backups have been scheduled as specified. All right. So at that point, you think this is going to work. And the problem is that you wait until that time and nothing happens and it doesn't work. And the reason is I'll show you why. It's a permissions issue. So we're going to go into File Explorer. And in here, we're going to go to the backup folder. Okay, so here's my E drive, and here's backup. And if I right click on that and I go to Properties, if I go under Security, I can see that the only entry here is everyone. Now in this case, since it says everyone and it says full control, in theory it should work for this user. You might go into your folder and everyone doesn't say full control, and maybe the admin is the only one that has full control. There's many different combinations that this can have. But what we want to do is I want to add specifically the user that QuickBooks uses. QuickBooks has its own user that it uses to do the backups. So here, I'll click on Edit like I just did, right? And then here I'll hit Add. And this lets me add another user. Now the user we're going to add is this. And watch I don't know if the case sensitivity matters, but this is how it's written inside the system. QBDataServiceUser. And then in my case, the number is 32. Now the number 32 is related to which version you have of QuickBooks. I have version 22. And it's always an increment of 10 for some reason. So my QuickBooks is 22, which is for 2022, and my user is 32. Now, if I had QuickBooks 2020, then QuickBooks would be 20.0, and then my user would be 30, user 30. All right, that's the scheme that QuickBooks has. And then here I can check to make sure that this user is a valid user in my system. And by hitting check names, it'll underline it, and that tells you that yes, this is valid. All right. So this is the user that QuickBooks uses to go into your system to do the backup. And in some cases, you need to define it inside the folder where you're doing the backup. So here I'll hit OK. And here I can see that it added it, and I'm going to give it full control to modify. That way I can write the backup file to that location. And I'll hit Apply, and I'll hit OK. So then at this point, I would say hit OK again. At this point, I would probably restart the computer just to make sure it reads everything in there. And then after that, let it do the backup and see if it works for you. And I've noticed for me that this does clearly work. And it's not documented well for some reason, but if you do this, then it will create the backup on your system, and then you'll have scheduled backups in that location. Okay? I got stuck with this issue for a while, and I had talked to support, and we went back and forth, and eventually at some point we figured this out. So I hope this is helpful. Definitely like and subscribe if you like this content, and we'll catch you in the next one. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.